Hi, crafting friends. This is Debbie Fletcher from D.Ann Designs, and I came here to bring you today a little more information of what I'm got on my desktop. This is a Just Junk Journal Challenge. It's sponsored by Dear Julie. It began January 7th, and it goes until January the 30th. We are to locate junk, just junk. And there's certain restrictions, that you cannot use, like your nice little papers and things like that perhaps we all have. But this is just really what we have found as junk, and it's been difficult in one arena, but it's been kind of fun on the other one. So what I have in front of you is what I've chosen so far to use with my Just Junk journal. And I've chosen a pair of scissors. Okay. I'm going to have pieces of paper that, I pulled out, and here's some stamps. This is out of one of our cookie tins. It's just very fine piece of paper. This is the inside of an envelope, and I have other envelopes that I'm probably going to be using too. These are just examples of what I'll use. This is a packing paper. And it was actually, I found this in a dumpster and had about a half a box of it left, so I pulled it. So this is my junk. This is I used dryer sheets that I have coffee stained. I might use those. I don't know. I might use some of this stuff. I might not. But this is what I've pulled thus far. This thing, I don't know. It could be used. It could not be used. The other thing I probably will be using is my calendar that I pulled out. It was last year's calendar, and I will probably use it to create actually the book, the journal that we're supposed to be making. Mine was a Norman Rockwell style calendar, which will be fitting fine for me. The inside, of course, is going to have all your numbers and boxes. So I will be covering that with the paper of the packing paper. And then the glue, let me go over here real quick, that I will use, I'm allowed to use one. And mine will be the Fabri-Tac is what I think I've chosen to use. And just because I can use it in case I want to use other things. I know Fabri-Tac's pretty good about, gluing and taking care of things. I have this, may or may not, I don't know. Well, we'll see if it wants to work in with my story journal or not. This is probably the string. I got this at a thrift store that I will try and use, to combine the book. At this point, the book is also, let me see, it's also going to be constructed with a trash, well, it's a brown paper bag. You just kind of use for whenever and whatever's. Then we'll have an envelope liner. This is an envelope, and I opened it up, and it has all the little squishy thingies in it. Because this is going to be too weak on its own, so it's going to have extra to give it stiffness and to know it's going to hold up. That's my thought on it anyway. I'm still allowed to do, here's some more scraps I found. Let's see this real quick. We're going to have, this are just like cardboard pieces that are left over from, this one here is Georgia Blues, and this one here is Doris. But they're nice, thick little pieces, so I might be able to use them. You never can tell. I also have some magazines, Country Sampler magazines. I don't even know how old these things are. This is 2013, and this is 2014. So there may be things in there. There may not. I don't know. I'll have to kind of start going through and see what I can do. I have some broken pieces of jewelry that I might be able to use in here. broke some more. And see, like here, we may not, I don't know, but I have a ton of broken jewelry. This is just kind of what I've come up with to use on my pages. I have decided and kind of went after, move this out of the way for you. These are the calendar pages, Norman Rockwell pictures. And to make it into a book, I've gone ahead and I've just gone ahead and put some packing paper inside of there and just kept going that direction. This is a whole different color packing paper, but you know, it was available, I used it. And so then this one here came about. So this is kind of what I'm thinking would go okay as a booklet. And then I have, where I put them at, but I do have envelopes that are with windows. Some are with windows, some are not. Some of those might be used. It's just kind of giving you a general idea. I know that I can use one stamp and one stamp pad. I can use either paper clips or I can use the crocodile. I haven't decided yet which one would be of most use, but I can only use one. So whichever one I choose, that's what I have to stick with. So that's kind of where I'm at this time on this challenge. And, you know, kind of working things through the best I can with figuring out what I think would maybe be a good thing to have for this challenge. It is a challenge. It's harder than what I thought it would be, because I'm kind of used to just picking up whatever I want, and then you just kind of go from there. But on this one, I had to really watch out what I was doing. So, as well as everybody else who's attending this. So, anyway, thank you to dear Julie for sponsoring this, and I wish everybody the very best on figuring out how to do this thing, and it'll really open my eyes up to look at things maybe a little bit differently than what I normally do when it comes to junk. But anyway, thank you very much for your time. I'll let you go, and good luck to all.